If humility will be just like a kilo of rice, you can just go to the shop and buy it. You have it much easier. Very often when people talk about humility, they talk about humility like as if it is a grain of rice, you know, that you can just go to the shop and buy something. Oh yes, I'm very humble. You know? No, humility is a life, how to say, work out process, you know. It's not from one day to the other. It's not by saying, but I am humble, you become humble. You know, but it is by transforming. How do you see yourself? Humility will awake. If you are full of pride and ego, do you think humility will awake? You may say, I am humble, I'm humble, I'm humble. I've seen so many people, you know, they think that they are very humble. But in reality, when you talk with them, they keep talking only about themselves. They don't talk about God. They don't talk about anything else. But how great they are, how many things they have. And they call themselves very often humble. So humility is a virtue. But more you go deeper into yourself, more you will realize that you have to be humble. The whole expansion of things, you know, because what makes you arrogant is what you think you know. They say, more you think that you know something, more, very often, you become arrogant. And but more you think that you still have to learn a lot, more that will humble you. Because learning never finishes. From the first moment you breathe, you take the first breath, until the last one you will still learn. So, this is humility, when you forget about what you know of yourself. Say that you don't know anything. And look at yourself and see it, not just saying it only, not mere words, empty words, but the meaning of it. That yes, when you look at yourself, do you know who you are? Do you know yourself? Then why all these glamorous words, you know, how great you are, how wonderful you are, you know. All this greatness and all this wonderful, in one click, the Lord can take it away. You know. And this is the moment also, you see what is happening in the world where, you know, this virus, you know, it's humbling everybody, from the highest to the lowest. Everybody is being humble, you know. Everybody is being reminded of life. So, why being arrogant when you will leave everything here and go, you know? So, this is one thing that I have never understood, you know, why people have to be proud of what they have. It's good, you have work, you have earned a lot, that is yours. Why become proud about it? Why being arrogant about it? You can also do it in a humble way. When we talk about love, the whole concept of love, of course, everybody knows a certain way what love is. But love in itself is a very humble quality. You are giving up your own freedom for something. That's what is love. Whether it is, you know, you see that clearly when two people are in love with each another. You see, one is giving up their own freedom, or both are giving up their own freedom to sustain each another, to be able to cope with each another. You know, lately, because of this coronavirus, people have been sending me, some devotee have been sending me some funny picture, also some funny video about how terrible it is when people are living together to bear each other. What is happening after 3-4 days? It's really funny to look at it. But This is how it is, you see. It humble you. This morning I got a little video from somebody. Man tried to ask his wife something, and the wife took a bell and started beating it, and it's written after 4 days of quarantine. You know, so you see, nature is still humbling each one also about that. So you see, humbleness come in many ways. Right now, the whole world is called to humble themselves, to take time to go inwardly, you know. And I really wish people will understand that, you know, because like I was saying earlier at the beginning of our of the satsang itself, you know, we are trying always, you know, to spread the love of God, but not everybody really will be able to understand that. But that's what we have, you know. So it reminds me of a story right now of two neighbors. A wise neighbor and very intelligent and very rich, you know. He bought a beautiful orchard and he had this beautiful house on it. And his neighbor was a grumpy old man. He was very jealous of his neighbor. So he'd do everything to make that man, that neighbor with the beautiful house, angry. And really, he tried his best. He will throw garbage, he will do every, terrible things for harassing his neighbor because of jealousy. So one day he took some garbage, and in front of the gate he pushed all the garbage, you know, underneath, and he left his basket there. So when the neighbor, the wise neighbor, came out, wise and intelligent, he came out, he saw the garbage. What he did, he just cleaned it. And then he took the basket, he filled it with some nice apple. Then he went to the grumpy neighbor, knocked at the door. When the grumpy neighbor heard the door knocking, he said, "Yay, I'm ready to fight with him because finally he have come, you know, to his sense. But we have to fight. We have to really beat each another for him to understand that I'm more powerful and more stronger than him." So when he opened the door, he saw the man with a basket, and the man hand the basket to him full of apple in it. And he said, "Listen, I'm returning your basket with what I have. You have given me what you have, but I'm giving you what I have." So let's see, like that, everybody give to each another what they have. So if you are humble, what you have inside of your heart, that's what you will give to this world.